Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to spooky season. I don't know at what point this video is going up. I'm not too sure because I'm just kind of filming and then I'm going to plan out when everything is going to go up. So bear with me. But today we are going to be doing our first impressions using a discontinued palette. Very sorry. I do apologize. This is the Nomad Cosmetics Haunted Euro palette, and it's one of those where it like changes depending on what way it's one of those. Remember those from the 90s? Yeah, we all do. So this is the Nomad Cosmetics Haunted Euro palette. She's gorgeous and grungy. Like, I seen this palette and I was like, must get this palette. Now this year they've got the Ghost Town palette out if you want to get that one for something spooky from Nomad. But this is my spooky palette from Nomad that I'm going to be using this year, and yeah, I'm so excited to get into this palette. I'm going to pop up some swatches as we are talking about this palette now as well. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mattes, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shimmers. Oh, very balanced. Wow. Yeah, that's what we've got in this palette, and I'm just so happy with the way it's kind of laid out as well. So like one half of it I think of like September. Pumpkins, autumn leaves, that kind of thing. The other side of it I think of as Halloween, spooky, a little bit dark, haunted house kind of vibes. That's kind of the two vibes I get from both sides. I know other people have said this before as well, but like it's literally September, October, and I love it. I love it. But the shimmers in this are beautiful. Some of them, the one I used today, the two I used today actually, are more of like a cream feel to them. Like they're not cream shadows, but they kind of feel creamy going on. The mattes blend beautifully. I love how this look turned out with the mattes as well. I'm very excited about the shade Ghost River, that kind of like weird mauvey shade. I'm really excited about that. I do have all my looks planned out already for this palette, so I'm very excited to get into it. But yeah, I'm just so happy with this palette. I think it's going to be so fun. Such a great thing for this time of year. All the fun elements, the names of different aspects of haunted in Europe. And it's great. Before we get into this palette and this look here, my Instagram is linked down below where I post all the up close pictures of my looks, and my TikTok is down there for a little bit of extra content. There is spooky content going on both this month, so go follow it down below. So let's not ramble on any more about this palette, even though I'm going to ramble on more about the palette in the tutorial, and we're going to create this gorgeous kind of harvest sort of vibe to the palette. So let's see how we create this look. Okay guys, I'm so excited for this video. I cannot wait to finally bust into this Haunted Euro palette. I'm so excited. We're mostly actually going to play with this side of the palette for now. I definitely want to use the green, some gold. I really want to use this on the lid. Yeah, just do something green and gold and all that kind of jazz. I want to use a little bit of the orange as well on the inner crease. So yeah, I have already got my skin on, my brows on, my eyeshadow primer on, which will all be listed down below. I've also got my cream blush and cream bronzer on, which I will go through towards the end. But yeah, we're going to dive right in. So to start, we're going to take Mary King's Close, this shade up here. We're actually going to start with our lightest transition shade. I'm going to really start with this one, then build up to this, and then probably use a little bit of the brown to deepen up a little bit more. Just, I don't know, we're just going to see how these colours all blend. I feel very sad ruining the embossing on these, but has to be done. I'm taking that on a 6SS from Inglot, just like a big fluffy brush. We're going to work that through the crease, mostly the crease. I don't really want to bring this into the outer corner because I want the green to really stand out. So I want it to stick really well out there, but I just want to get a nice blend of this colour going through. I may use this again to blend out the green a little bit more. I'll kind of go between the two colours once I get to that point. That's a really nice tone of like soft kind of tan orange. Okay, so once we have that done, we're going to take Grendel, this dark forest green. Taking that on a BH Cosmetics Rose Gold number 6 brush, like a slightly smaller brush. It's still a big fluffy brush, but a smaller one than what I just used. I'm just picking up some of that green. That's going to go on the outer corner and start working that into the crease. I'm only going to go about halfway with this colour because I want to put the orange on the inner part of the crease in here, and I don't want them to mix. They will not blend well together. And to be honest, this kind of transition shade that I use here probably won't blend as easy with the green, but it is a little bit more neutral, so I'll still get a nice blend with it. It'll just take a little bit more work. Just really working that into the crease, building it up. It's a really lovely tone. Like when you see it blended out here, it goes nice and bright, but you can build it up nice and deep out here. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with my big fluffy brush and a little bit more of Mary King's Cross and just start getting a little bit more blend going. Now that I have the green on, I can start blending around this corner here as well. Okay, before I deepen this up a little bit, I am going to take Grendel again, our dark green, and I'm going to take this on This is a number 7 lip brush, essential lip brush, but I like to use this for my lower lash line. So I'm going to take a little bit of that green and run that along my lower lash. Right along the lower lash, connecting to the outer corner. We want to keep this nice and focused under here. Then I'm going to go back in with Mary King's Cross on an e.l.f. C brush, just like a flat, stiff, very dense brush. Picking up a little bit more of that shade, and we're going to use that to rub out the lower lash a little bit. Not rub out, blend out. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so now that we have a lovely blend going of the green and that kind of tan shade, I am going to take Drags Home Castle, this one here, the dark brown, just a little bit of it, on a 221S from MAC. I just want to use this just to see if this deepens up this corner a little bit more, just because I want a bit of depth. It is the spooky season after all. We are going to be doing a lot of dark, strong, grungy looks. I'm just slightly fluffing that into the crease just for more depth as well, because the lid shade I'm going to use is a darker shimmer, so not necessarily darker than these colours, but just a darker lid shimmer, so I want to make sure there's enough definition on the corner. Yes, that did deepen up nicely. I don't want it to look brown under there, but I do want there to be a little bit of depth. I'm going to take that same shade on the same e.l.f. lip brush, and we're going to run that just along the outer, say the outer third of the lower lash. Okay, so now onto the gorgeous shimmers. We are going to go with our NYX glitter primer for the lid, just to help all the shimmers look beautiful, even though they already are, but still we want to look as beautiful as possible. We're gonna pop that on to the lid. This is just a flat brush from Beauty Bay. It's a 207. I'm just realizing I almost forgot to do my orange on the inside. Wow. So I'm gonna take that 6SS. You don't really need to wipe it off because they're kind of in the same tone family. I'm going to take Frankenstein, the orange here, which I don't know why the orange is called Frankenstein. I just feel like this shade should be called Frankenstein. I don't know. This might stick a little bit to the glitter primer I just applied on my lid, by the way, but it's fine. I can reapply a little bit, but I just want this to go nice and high up on the inner corner of my crease. I'm not really going to overlap it too much with the green because it will go a bit muddy in the middle. So just like that, just like a nice little peekaboo of orange on the inside. Okay, and now we're going to go into the Catacombs, this one here. This will be beautiful as well. Obviously it's the green, but I don't know, there's like kind of gold and blue sparkles in this one, and I just really want to try it out. It's more of like a creamy shimmer, like it's powder, but it's more of like it has a creamy kind of texture to it. That is just going to go all over the lid. Just taking a little bit more of that green, the matte green, and we're just going to pop that just around the edge of that, just to blend the shimmer into the mattes. Then I'm going in with a little bit more of the orange again, just on my big fluffy brush, and just blend where it meets that shimmer as well. It's not going to really like super blend it out or anything like that, but it'll just soften the edge. Ooh, look at that. Oh, she's pretty. We love her. I'm going to take Hauska's Castle. This one, the brighter gold. I don't necessarily think you need both gold in this palette, by the way, but this brighter, more yellowy gold, where this is leans a little bit more warm. This one up here, we're going to take a little bit of that on a flat brush. It's just a little lip brush again. I don't use lip brushes for lip brushes because I just put my lipstick on like normal. I only use lip brushes when I'm in work, but all my lip brushes are for my eyes. So this shade is just going to go on this inner corner in here, and because that lid shade has like little specks of gold in it, this will blend really nice. Just dragging that gold down a little bit onto the lower lash just to tie it all in. Okay, that's it. That's the look. I really love how this turned out. I was a bit worried about using like the darker shimmer on the lid and I don't know, do my blend a little bit different than how I've been doing it in the last couple of years, but oof, she looks good. I like her. So let me jump off, let me finish off my eyes, do my liner, lashes, cheeks. Well, my cheeks are pretty much done, but put a bit of highlighter on, and my lip, and I will pop back to you and let you know what I used on the rest of my face. Alrighty guys, so this is how we finish off the look. Not super like grungy spooky. I mean, the eyes are kind of grungy, but like I did go for a nude lip. I felt like I know I'm going to use a lot of dark lips for this season, so I thought a nude today would be quite nice. So let's go through everything that I used on my face. So to finish off the eyes, super simple. I went in with my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Demolition. It's very teeny weeny and small. Just a dark brown. I just popped that on my waterline just to give a little bit more smokiness to the lower lash. Then for my mascara, I have the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast Mascara on my top and my bottom lashes. For my lashes, these are the BH Cosmetics D305. So they're like really, really dense. They kind of have a flare on the outside as well, just to go with the shape of the eye. Onto cheeks then, my bronzer is my Laritzy bronzer stick, the contour stick in the shade Aloha. Yes, Aloha. And I just use that to bronze up my skin. My blush, and I just kind of picked a random blush. I didn't really go for anything that was going to like particularly match anything. I went in with my NYX Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse. Oh my god, that's such a hard thing to say. In the shade Coralicious. I just did a little bit of that on the cheeks for a little bit of colour. And then I was going to go more green with the highlight. And then as I was about to put it on, I was like, no, the greeny highlights I have all lean a little bit too minty. So I decided to stick with the gold and tie the gold in from the inner corner. So I went in with my KVD Beauty Metal Crush Extreme Highlighter in Gold School, which is white, but it reflects a really strong gold when it's on the skin. And then lips, I kind of went with something that was going to like be peachy to kind of match with the orangey tones on the eye. So I've got my MAC lip pencil in Spice. I have my MAC lipstick in Honey Love, which is like a peachy nude. And then my gloss is the Inglot Sleeks VLC gloss in the shade 69. Well, hey, just like that, like a bronzy kind of shade almost. Can you hear fireworks going off? Really? It's actually mid-September as I'm filming this video. Really? You're just wasting your fireworks for Halloween. Okay, so that is it. That is the look. I really, really love this look. I really like this palette so far. The mattes are, for me, much better than the Fête de Provence palette, and I am just so happy that I have this palette. I was thinking about getting the Ghost Town palette. I know this palette is discontinued, but the Ghost Town is out if you want something spooky from Nomad Cosmetics. The Ghost Town USA, I have this and I'm happy with this. So I was like, I'm just going to stick with this for now, use this, and then if it's still available in the future, I may get it. But I'm more so into this colour story. I think this is a lot better of a colour story for me compared to that one. Even though that one is stunning, I do love it, but I lean towards this one a little bit more. So I'm going to stick with this as my spooky palette from Nomad. And I'm just so happy. I love the two different sides of Halloween for this palette. I think it's so beautiful. So I want to know down in the comments below, what do you think of this look? Do you have this palette, or have you got the Ghost Town palette? Let me know what the Ghost Town palette is like, because I want to know. Just for future, not for right now. I don't want it now, but for future. If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support, get me around to more people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do many more. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see more from Spooky Season. Decos are up. Spooky season is upon us. I've got my Happy Halloween t-shirt on today. All the spooky clothes are out for me right now. I am so happy. I'm in my element. I love this. I love filming these videos. I'm hoping to get as many done as I can for you guys and get them all uploaded on time. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below. I post all my up close eye pictures, full face pictures of all my spooky looks. And my TikTok is down there as well for some extra spooky content. So that is everything for me, guys, for this video. This is actually the first, I'm just going to say it now, this is the first spooky season video I'm filming this year. If you see any videos coming up that the decorations look different, it's actually because they're from last year that I didn't get to upload, I didn't get time to. So I have them and I'm uploading them this year as like filler videos, just extra little ones, just because I did them. I love the looks, so why not upload them? But yeah, this is the first one I'm actually filming, so I'm like so hyped and so excited for this. And I'm pre-filming obviously because I need to get a lot of work done. I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.